Don't want. Hey, come on here. Come here. Don't cross. Bastard. Today is 14th of April. Today is 14th of April. As you can see, these are the stupid people we are fighting for to have their freedom. They are here making vote. As you can see, these are the stupid people we are fighting for to have their freedom. As you can see, these are the stupid people we are fighting for to have their freedom. They are here. As you can see, these are the stupid people we are fighting for to have their. As you can see, these are the stupid people we are fighting for to have their freedom. They are here making vote. They are here planning for election. Today is 14th of April. Today is 14th of April. Today is 14th of April. Yes, we have sent a warning to you people. We have sent a warning to you people. We have sent a warning to you people. We don't want. Hey, come on here. Come here. Don't cross. Bastard. Today is 14th of April. Today is 14th of April.
Why did the police arrest you?
Okay, I there for my place. All those freedom fighter people, then come arrested me. Then tell me, say, when I work for them. When I work for them, I tell them a lie. Say, I no go work for them. They won't put me into trouble. Then come hang me into inside bush for 2 days. I suffer that place. They then come and tell me, say, I agree. I tell them yes, I agree. Then tell me, say, if any day I cast them, anything where they do for this world, then I go tell me, say, na me do am. Oh, he reach Saturday. Monday, then 4 boys will come to my place in the evening time. Don't tell me, say, they won't come fight for freedom fighter. Let me work for them. Now, after you, then don't they come before. I tell them, say, no wahala. I give them chance where they drink. Now, so like that. After they go that thing, I don't know, say, na my place, they won't come do that thing. Small time for Sunday morning, I dey hear gun. Everywhere. After the gun finished, I came out. I came out and carry my phone and video that motor where they born for that place. Now so.
Which motor them born?
Na motor of police.
Which people they talk about? Who are they?
Then they here.
What is the name of their group?
Oh, Oberago and Ike. And Busari 1 million. That one run. That one run. You know that.
Where are you from?
I'm from.
Without school. What a tough caramel. Where Indo. What the Veraka? Up away. Where Indo. Without school. Bagalanto. Well, forget it. That's me. Number one.
The board does not have anything against any candidate. Our interest is to secure the sanctity of the examination body, and we will do everything humanly possible to protect that particular issue. Our attention was drawn to it. We check our system. If they can wonder the result, she has also falsified. She also displayed got a slip and then added some figures and came up with a figure. And when you look at the top, the head is very easy for candidates to manipulate. You just scan it, use graphics, and then you change the numbers, and then you begin to parade it around. It does not affect anything that we have on the database because I've seen a lot of narrative out there. The result was in 2021. People are getting so many things wrong. It does not affect what is in the database. It's only the slip they are parading around. Yeah, look at it. You will see that there's a QR code there.
Yes.
That QR code is the result.
This QR
code is the result. Now, if you scan the QR code, you will see the owner of the result. And the owner of the result scored 138 in 2021. That was the last time we used this particular result. If you look at her actual result, look at the date of birth on that result, on that result notification.
This notification?
Yes, look at the date of birth there. What are you seeing?
2nd of March, 2004.
Sure, look at, okay, this is her actual result. You can also scan the QR code on this result. And what is the date of birth on this result?
2nd of April 2004.
That is our actual result. We have, when a candidate approaches the board to register for examination, we give you a template where you fill your details handwritten before it is now transmitted into the system. We also pull that because I got this invitation yesterday very late. I couldn't pull that listen. And you will see that her date of birth is 2nd April 2004. And that is also what is on her name. Because we don't even capture it manually. The candidate sent his name to 55019, and then his detail is now picked up, and then that is what is used for the registration. So if you scan that QR code, you also see that that is our actual result.
Today is 14th November.
Why did the police arrest you?
Okay, I there for my place. All those freedom fighter people, then come arrested me. Then tell me say may I work for them. May I work for them. I tell them a lie. Say I no go work for them. They won't put me into trouble. Then come hang me into inside bush for 2 days. I suffer. I suffer that place. They then come and tell me say, "Are you agree?" I tell them yes, I agree. Then tell me say if any day I cast them, anything where they do for this world, then I go tell me say na me do am. Oh, he reach Saturday. Monday, then 4 boys will come to my place in the evening time. Don't tell me say they won't come fight for freedom fighter. Let me work for them. Now after then don't they come before. I tell them say no wahala. I give them chance where they drink. Now so like that. After they go that thing, I don't know say na my place they won't come do that thing. Small time for Sunday morning, I dey hear gun. Everywhere. After the gun finished, I came out. I came out and carry my phone and video that motor where they born for that place. Now so.
Which motor them bomb?
Na motor of police.
Which people they talk about? Who are they?
Then they here.
What is the name of their group?
Oh, Oberago and Ike and Busari 1 minute. That one run. That one run. You know
Where are you from?
I'm from.
We don't school. What happened to Caremano? Where are you? What the hell? I got up away. Where are you? We don't school. What happened to Caremano? Tagalanto. What happened to Caremano? Well, okay. That's me. Number one.
The board does not have anything against any candidate. Our interest is to secure the sanctity of the examination body, and we will do everything humanly possible to protect that particular issue. Our attention was drawn to it. We check our system. If they can, one or two judges, she has also falsified. She also displayed. Got the slip and then added some figures and came up with a figure. And when you look at the top, this is very easy for candidates to implement. You just scan it, use graphics, and then you change the numbers, and then you begin to parade it around. It does not affect anything that we have on that database because we've seen a lot of narrative out there. For result was in 2021. People are getting some things. It does not affect what is in the database. It's only the slip they are parading around.
Yeah.
Look at it. You see that there's a QR code.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Salabi.
Everybody, this is another
Yes,
day for us to discuss important things going on in our society, most especially in Nigeria. J-Boy Forum, you are welcome to the show. And thank you very much for your involvement on the TikTok show daily. J-Boy Forum will join us soon. It seems he has disconnected. Anyway, Mayor, you are welcome. Mayor,
thank you, sir.
this is
Yes, thank you.
this is a horrible place where we find ourselves, unfortunately, in Nigeria today. That every conversation out there turns out to be a tribal conversation. I will start now with the problem being caused in the southeast by the IPOB group organization, which I believe at this period in time has been divided into so many fractions. Some fractions want to continue to disrupt and destroy things in the southeast, whereas some of the fractions are more like a very social elite who want to engage in dialogue. You see, a group that doesn't have its goals put together in one basket is meant to be a failure from the start. This is an unfortunate situation for us. And I will warn our viewers who are watching to be careful of what you actually put on the text message, on the comments. Please make sure your comments is respecting your fellow brothers and sisters who are commenting or watching. And at the same time, make sure your comment is not an advertisement of your propaganda or whatever you are advertising. This show is from Okuton TV, and Okuton TV is the only one that has the right to promote anything on this show. Okay, so if your promotion is not approved, please don't try to put it on the social media in which you are connected. I'm speaking now in particular to one of the commenters online. So if you don't want to be blocked permanently, please don't put anything that is advertising you on our comments. Thank you very much. You are welcome. Everybody that is watching, Oluwaseun Bolaji and others. Again, I will say welcome. We are still expecting our other guests. So let me start again. So highlighting from the things that happened during the week. Various things happened during the week, but in the major assessments by us here in the studio, we will be highlighting three major things. J-Boy, you are welcome. You are welcome. I will mute everybody, and if I need, for now, I will mute everybody. If I need you to talk, I will unmute from my end here. Okay. The reason for that is we keep hearing interference of people engaging in a different conversation that has nothing to do with what we are talking about in the studio. Mr. Dikwa Adeyemi, hello, you are welcome. I can see you are sending a message. Okay, we are expecting you to join the link as well on the show as soon as you can. Now, let me go back to this IPOB page. Yeah, we can see you. Mr. Dikwa Adeyemi, can you see me, please? Yes, we can see you. We can see your messages. But the only thing we cannot see is you joining the link. Okay? Click on the link, and I will make the link available now to everybody that is supposed to join. So I'll keep going now. On this issue of IPOB, like I said, there are many fractions already which have different goals entirely. And no one can simply understand what the primary goal is. Besides the fact that they are complaining that Igbo people from the southeast of Nigeria are being marginalized. Personally, in my personal opinion, I think the agitation about the marginalization of Igbo people is an exaggerated goal or agenda. Is completely exaggerated because when you look at the whole scenario of this agenda, this is that is marginalization of Igbo people. The only point that they have is the fact that Igbos or the southeast of Nigeria has not had the opportunity to produce a president in Nigeria, at least since 1999 that we commenced the new democracy. They haven't had the opportunity to present a president and a vice president, which is the major seat in Nigeria. That is the only area, personally, that I see that the Igbos are being marginalized. In every administration, we have seen Igbo ministers, we have seen Igbo senators who have actually taken the top positions in the Senate and in the House of Rep. Besides, every Igbo state and constituency has a rep in the federal seat. So the idea of marginalization, personally, I don't understand it. It's beyond me completely because it seems completely exaggerated. And so for this simple agenda that makes no common sense, the so-called IPOB went into the street of the southern eastern states and continue to destroy goods, continue to destroy things that people are selling, and continue to actually beat people, including kids. If you see our video from the beginning, including children, they were being flogged by these hooligans, these miscreants who call themselves agitators. Whatever goal they have has been lost in transit right now because they are not going about it in the right manner. Okay, now let me go to the next aspect of the week. During the week, there has been back and forth about Mmesoma, a lady from Anambra, that is southern east, who forged the Jamb result. For you in the Western world that are listening, for example, in the United States, a Jamb is the equivalent of SAT that you have to attain before you enter university in America. This lady here, I call her lady because the final authentication that we are having about her age is that she's actually 19, not 16. Okay, that's why I'm referring to her as a lady. This lady here actually forged Jamb results. After dragging all over all throughout the week, she eventually came out and now confessed that she actually forged the Jamb result. That was after so many non-entities and idiots have actually been supporting her. Whereas the actual number one winner in Jamb result for the year is also from the same state, Anambra. A very, very reputable girl who actually did her hard work and scored 360. This girl here, Mmesoma, is trying to cheat her way to be number one, adding 2 on top of 360. Now she now has 362. All of a sudden, the whole Nigeria is now singing her praise until we now find out that her result was actually forged. Her actual result actually has 249 on it, which is not even a bad result for that matter. So the main reason why she did this is to appear to be the number one in the country. Whereas I don't think it's the onus is upon you as an individual to announce yourself as number one. It is the Jamb itself that will announce a number one in their exam. Now, the last part that we will be talking about today has to do with the ministerial list or post of Tinubu that is actually dragging. Well, some of us are impatient, but we should not forget that the law in Nigeria stipulates that a president of Nigeria or governor of any state or chairman has no obligation to release the list until it is 60 days. That means Tinubu is still within the 60 days of releasing the list of the ministers. So far, he has not actually released it for now. There's no problem. But at the same time, some of us are impatient because we're beginning to think that is Tinubu trying to be a one-man show that is going to put his hands in all the ministry and be controlling it at the same time. I mean, yes, 60 days is the allotted time for releasing the list. But what is stopping him from releasing it now? After all, Tinubu is known to have been prepared for this presidency a long time ago. I think he should have had his list even before now, even before the inauguration. That is personal opinion. When our people today start talking, then you start hearing things. Okay, now let me welcome to the show one more time, Mayor Lagos. Mayor Lagos, we are on. Introduce yourself properly to our people listening.
Thank you, Salalu. Good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to be on the show. I'm Mayo. I'm known as Mayor Lagos on this platform. So, based on what is on ground, so, which one should I start with? If I ask? Hello? 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 I said, which one should I start with?
I can hear you. I just want you to introduce
Hello?
yourself first. I am asking you to introduce yourself first, and then we can move on to the next guest, which is unstable right now. Now, let me ask you, what is the condition in Nigeria right now? Is it raining?
Yeah, in some parts, like where I am now, it has rained today.
Okay.
So the weather is just cool.
Okay.
Cool.
I can understand why everybody is going back and forth, disconnecting.
Exactly.
But I would
exactly.
Everybody is, connected so that we can start the show without any hitch. J-Boy, my friend, you are welcome. J-Boy, are you there? We can still not hear J-Boy, but Mayor Lagos, you can kickstart with the IPOB issue. Let us understand your perspective about IPOB.
Well, for me, I think the issue of IPOB, indigenous Biafra, it has escalated to be something that is beyond their power. Has been the fact that what is happening now, I believe it is not what or the reason why they have, established the group. Because, like what I have seen so far now, there are many atrocities caused by this set of people. But in the real sense, what is happening now was not the major reason why the group was created. So I just want to believe that if anything is created, it must be monitored and structured in such a way that it will not deviate from its main goal. Like the name implies, indigenous people of Biafra, we all know that based on history, they are fighting for their own independence or nation. But at the same time, there are ways, peaceful ways of doing something like that. So, but what is happening now, once the government declared the group as a terrorist group, definitely surely be in soup. They will surely be in soup. And based on research, GTI, the GTIR, that's a Global Terror Index report. I think they have been sometime adding them to the terrorist group. And once it is declared by the Nigerian government that okay, this group is a terrorist group, definitely the aim in which the group is established be forfeited, because we all know that there are some times that we cannot do some things alone. We need to come together in two, three, or more. But once it is not guided or is not regulated, it will escalate and lead to what it is not supposed to be. So for me, I just believe they should, if at all the group wants to exist as having a genuine genuine existence, they need to restructure the reason and everything about why they were in existence in order to be able to pursue their aim and objective as expected from the outset. But what is happening now, it can lead to the government of Nigeria declaring IPOB as a terrorist group. And once that happens, it means they will be attacked. They'll be attacked the way they're attacking the Boko Haram's terrorist group, the ISWAP, and the rest. So for me, I just believe, well, they are fighting for what they think belongs to them. Like it is known that they believe they are marginalized, and to some extent, I have also seen that it is not really being marginalized. In this country, we all know that getting to the presidential seat or the vice president is not a kind of child's play. You need to work for it, and that's the nature of politics. So if some people are now believing, oh, it's because they are marginalized, it's not as if they just appoint, oh, you just be the president. Everybody fights for it. So I just think instead of causing atrocities, they can also come together and rebrand themselves, strategize and re-strategize on how to ensure that they also get to that seat. I think that's the way. Because if they are expecting that they will just get it on a platter of gold, I think that will not happen. Because almost everybody wants to be in a position of power. And for you to be in a position of power, you need to fight for it. There is a saying, I think it was coined by our sitting president, President Tinubu. There is a saying that power is not served a la carte. That is, power is not served on a platter of gold. So the indigenous people of Biafra should also take note that all these things they need to work towards it, like politically, and that's why there is this civic education in secondary schools, even higher institution. You see people they campaign, they work, to get power, to get position, to get into political class for them to govern the affairs of state. So I want to believe that if it continues like this, they will be declared as a terrorist group, and it will even forfeit every of their aim and objective. So for me, they are not marginalized. They just need to re-strategize and work and achieve their aim.
Thank you very much, Mayor Lagos. Let me give
Yeah,
J-Boy
you're
a
welcome,
chance
sir.
again. J-Boy, are you here? J-Boy, are you here? Okay. Let me go through this particular article from Guardian. Guardian wrote that IPOB, this is far back in June 2020, June 2nd, 2021. There has been warning then by some Southeast elites that, the leaders should come out and clear their name in order to be considered responsible. The reason why I opened this particular version is to buttress your point that if the care is not taken, IPOB will soon be labeled a terrorist group, which I believe I believe some people already have been referring to them as such. Unfortunately, some people have been referring to them as such in the public space. I've had people calling IPOB terrorists already. And now, here comes the main idea. Kanu himself has not actually come out openly to be promoting violence. Okay, so one cannot actually attribute any of these to him. But anyway, he started the whole thing. And then a guy in Finland actually took it upon himself to be instructing his followers to go and disrupt market women and destroy people's daily living. This is completely constituting nuisance as far as I'm concerned, and it has to be put to an end. I mean, an end has to be put to it. J-Boy, I can see you are having problem with your network. May I just advise you to go to an outside or outdoor. Don't stay indoor. The best way is to stay outdoor if you want to get connected properly. Okay. We would like you to join us. And I've sent the link out to my people again. We are expecting Mr. Dikpo to join us soon. Okay. Now, as I was saying, if in order to buttress your point, your Lagos, if IPOB is not very careful, they will be labeled a terrorist group. But now, let's look at federal government. This is part of the things we discussed during the week on TikTok. Okay, let's look at the federal government itself. Okay, why are we hearing cricket from Tinubu so far on this issue? Yes, he has said some things, but not as firmly as expected. Why is it cricket so far on this issue? I mean, people can carry gun and be terrorizing people in the Nigerian streets. It doesn't matter if it is Southeast. This is within Nigerian government and within Nigerian country, and that is like carrying arms against the people of Nigeria. Don't we have the military to protect Nigerians? I mean, why are the federal government still holding their arms on this issue? That is what I don't understand. It does not take them, it does not take Buhari quite a long time for him to drop after Igboho and chase him away from Nigeria. Even while we have no particular record of Igboho doing the same thing that this group is doing at this moment. So my question is, why is federal government still holding it? J-Boy. J-Boy. Okay, I will welcome Alabs. Alabs, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and J-Boy, please go ahead and isolate. Mayor, try and answer my last question.
Okay.
It seems that J-Boy is still
Okay. Yes, it's very worrisome to see that the federal government of Nigeria has not taken a kind of harsh or drastic measure against them. And that's the fact that, the government must be very careful at this point, even considering the accusation that they are marginalized. So the government will also be careful to have implement any drastic action on them, so that it will not, appear to be that what they have, alleged them for is what is really happening. It's not like someone that is saying, ẹ ṣépè fún mi, or ẹni yìí ó sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò dá sí mi, and you are now telling the same person that àbúrò ẹ bàjẹ́ nígbà mo sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò dá sí ẹ. It will happen to be like, you see, tí kò falẹ̀ fa ti ń ṣe ó ṣe bí òwe. So the Nigerian government will be very careful in order to make sure that what they are purporting or what they are trying to create as the picture is not really coming to reality. So that's why the government will be very calm and very, watchful before it could take any drastic action or harsh action against them. Because, like I said, there are yardstick or there are, guidelines that the government will go through before they can declare any group as terrorists. So, being the fact that their aim or their complaint before was the fact that they were marginalized in the same country, a particular tribe believed they are marginalized. And there's this there's this part of the constitution of Nigeria that said we have freedom. We talk of fundamental human rights. So, we need to just look into it clearly and carefully for the government not to just, swing into action that will later, be as if the government is at fault. So that is the reason why the government could not just, say, oh, this set of people, clear them off. We can see that anytime, any day now, they battle with the uh, Boko Haram terrorist group, they battle with the ISWAP group, and nobody is blaming the government for anything. But in their own situation now, they have not been declared as a terrorist group. And anything that is against the constitution, it will also have a backlash, a negative backlash on the Nigerian government. So I want to believe that if the IPOB, like I said, refuse to stop the unnecessary group and the attacks that are happening, any moment from now, if they are declared a terrorist group, the government can order the military men to fire them anyhow. So that's just it.
Thank you very much for your inputs. Let me check on Alabs. Alabs, are you there?
Okay.
Alabs.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you are welcome. Based on the fact that we are discussing
I'm here.
the relevance of the federal government, why is the federal government still folding their arms on this issue? Alabs, you can come in on that.
To me, the reason why I guess the federal government are folding their hands and looking at what is happening is because this issue is somehow complicated. The issue is somehow complicated because if you look at what is really happening, it's like this the Igbos before they supported all this to me. It's just my opinion. To me, they like 98% of the Igbos supported all this before. They supported the Biafrans and the iPod. Even when you go online, like 98 or 99% of the Igbos online, when you listen to what they're saying, when their comments and everything, you will see that 98% of them supported the Biafrans, and it was from the Biafra that the iPod came out. So it's more, to me, it's more or less that they are more of like the same thing because the idea and everything comes from the same idea. So for the government to now put his mouth, like the federal government is like a bit complicated because it is what you wanted before, but now it's like reverse is the case now. I guess most of them, especially the poor ones, especially the lonely ones, maybe the single mothers, the ones that are going about just to feed themselves. I know some of them will be having a doubt or regret within themselves now because this is not what they bargained for. This is not what they hope for. Maybe they hope maybe it is something that is going to help them out or better their lives. But this group to me, like Mr. Mayowa said, maybe they are not the government had not yet declared them terrorists. To me, they are nothing but terrorists. A group that raise harm against the government, that is like threatening the life of of the civilians of a country, of a state. What are we going to call them? You like shooting, killing, destroying things of your own people. You are terrorizing them. And to me, what we look at that would be called local terrorist, not international one. This one is local terrorist within the state, within the country. That's, to me, it's just my own opinion. So I guess maybe the government is just looking for a way or the other to like untangle this thing, because everything is tangled with each other. So just to make sure they untangle it in a peaceful way, so that it's not going to like cause more harm than good. So that is the reason why, maybe that was why the government is just trying to like play maybe we can. And I guess maybe they will have been doing their like underground work that is not even that we are not knowing about. To me, I guess so. Because this is crazy. A country that has government, a country that has soldiers, a country that has a protective organization for some riffraff, some low life, to just be destroying and be roaming about with guns, shooting people, destroying things. No, it's not supposed to be so. But I guess the IPOD, the Biafrans, they are more powerful than the state government itself, because this should be something that the state government can tackle. It's not what the federal government should not to come in. The state should tackle it first. But I guess these people are powerful than the state, because for the citizen, for them to be able to like obey the law of the IPOD and disobey the government's law, so you at least you people should like put two plus two together and reason with what I'm saying. This IPOD and Biafrans and whatsoever are powerful than the state government. And if the federal government is going to put his mouth, he has to be very careful so that it doesn't escalate and cause more damage than good.
Thank you very much, Alabs. I really appreciate your J-Boy, are you here? J-Boy, check your mic and try to unmute if your mic is mute. Okay. We have a few more time to spend on this issue of IPOB before we move on to the Jamb result forgery case, which is involving Mmesoma, a lady from Southeast. Now, on the last note, before we actually move on to the other case, what is the solution? Now, we already believe that federal government should do something about the IPOB, but about Kanu, what should the government do about Kanu in itself? Because in my own personal opinion, I think if Kanu is released based on the fact that these guys are terrorizing Nigeria, that wouldn't be a good thing. That would not be a good thing, because that is like you are begging the federal government to subject itself or subdue federal government to a more or less a terrorist request. Okay, you cannot go about terrorizing people, scaring them with guns, and then you want the federal government of a nation to bend to your demands. If you do that, if anybody take human being at ransom at gunpoint and then demand from government, that is the typical definition of terrorism. Okay, that is terrorism. Most terrorists around the world, that's what they do. When they want to make a particular demand or make a statement, then they do something to terrorize people. That's exactly what they just did here. So I'm not going to be party to asking the federal government to bend to this demand. Okay, if federal government is going to release Nnamdi Kanu, I think it should be on the terms of federal government. releasing him, not on the terms of these miscreants. Okay, I've had a lot of people suggesting that the federal government should go ahead and release Nnamdi Kanu for the sake of peace. Jide Otitoloju of TVC, who I really respected, actually made the same suggestion. But personally, I think, no, that is going too far. Okay, we cannot make federal government bend to these people. Or else, if you think they're going to stop at this point, we are only deceiving ourselves. They're not going to stop. If we continue, they will continue to look for something else to disturb the humanity with. And then, before you know it, the federal government is stuck into obeying some miscreants. Now, my opinion. Now, your opinion. Mayor, what do you say? Mayor Lagos, we can hear you now.
The last concluded election, we could all see how the Igbo candidate that came out, how it shook the country. How it shook the country with the result and everything. So for me, I still want to believe that if the Igbo people, if they can come together and they are not egocentric like they claim to be, if they can come together and work selflessly with spirit of oneness, they can get to this position without any atrocities attached to it. Because I think this is the last concluded election was the first time an Igbo person, shook the ground like that in the election. So they can get there without all this. So in line with this, Nnamdi Kanu that is arrested, for me, I don't know, but for me, I will just make a suggestion that the government should interrogate him and make his aim and objective known. Is it that what they are asking for are what the government can do that will not compromise or ridicule the government or the sovereignty of the government of Nigeria? If it is what the government can do and it will not affect the position of the Nigerian government as being a sovereign government, I think it should be done. But if what they are asking for will compromise the statute or the position of the government as a sovereign state, I think in the long run, they will be declared as a terrorist group. And I'm very sure the Nigerian military are ready to fight anytime. That's their job. They are trained to kill. Once the government gives to do that, I know they will surely do their job. So for me, I will advise the government to let it be known the major reason what the Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for on behalf of the Biafra, if it is what is in line with the constitution that can be done for them without affecting the Nigeria or the Nigerian government, I should do it. But if it will affect the Nigerian government and the Nigeria at large, I think that is no. And on the long run, it will lead to them being declared as a terrorist group and they will be fired. And it will be very brutal. The same way is happening to Boko Haram now and the ISWAP. So that's just it. So for me, the Nigerian government should be very careful and meticulous in treating the so-called issue for us to know and for it to be cleared to everybody that the government is not marginalizing IPOB.
Thank you very much. I think the federal government, I agree with you, the federal government should be very careful. And I think I've said it in one of the shows we had on TikTok, that federal government should release Nnamdi Kanu The reason for that particular suggestion of mine is because I, like any average Nigerian, I want peace to reign. But I just don't want Nigerian government to bend to the terms of these hooligans. One thing that can be very helpful is if Igbo leaders step up to the plate. Okay? Even Nnamdi Kanu himself has to pick a side now. Okay? If you are really fighting for the Igbo people, you have to show that you are really fighting for the Igbo people. The punishment you are instilling on Igbo people cannot be worse than the punishment you think you are asking for freedom for. Okay, because if you say you are asking for their freedom, and that they are being marginalized, and now this that they are facing is even worse. Okay, so he must take a stand with his people, because if he sees himself as leader of the Igbos, this is not how to be a leader. Okay, we do not need any of these thugs to do what they did last week again in Nigeria to any common Nigeria. A lot of people were crying, were weeping. I'm not talking about people who witnessed this, so people who actually saw the video. Some of us were actually shedding tears. That is to tell you that we are all casualties. Even if you are not an Igbo man, and if you do not live in the East, that doesn't mean that you don't feel what is going on right now. We are all human, and we are all casualties. When I see an average market woman who is trying to take his things to the market to sell in order to be able to feed his family, and all the items being destroyed, how do you think it feels? It feels very, very bad. See, feels very, very bad. Kids that are supposed to be in school being lied on the street and flogged by people who has no value for schooling. These uneducated idiots have no value for education. That is why they did what they did. Okay? Because if they actually value education, they will not treat kids who are supposed to be learning in that manner. They will not treat them that way at all. It's completely degrading. It tells bad about Nigeria. It's rather unfortunate that we can see our country come down to this. Okay? So IPOB, if IPOB really have a positive goal, they need to separate themselves from what we are watching right now. They need to find a way to separate themselves quickly. And Kanu need to stand up and tell us where he actually stands on this issue. He want to stand with this miscreant, let him announce that to Nigerians. Stay away from it and actually show that you are supporting Igbo people, not punishing Igbo people. Let us know. So that way, Nigerian government will know how to deal with these people without actually infringing on another tribal issue in Nigeria. Because I can understand where everybody is coming from. That if federal government do something now, if they are not careful, that can start another tribal chaos between particularly Yoruba and Igbos, knowing fully well that the president is a Yoruba man. I'm sure Tinubu doesn't want that. None of us want that, because that is not what we are about. And just to remind everybody again, Nigeria, we are one for a reason. And we have been coping with each other for a very long time. We do not want to allow anybody at this point in time, to divide us for necessary reasons, for selfish gains. Okay? The Ekman guy in Finland, we all need to know that that guy is completely selfish. A guy who sits behind in Finland and be disrupting the peace of Nigerians at home. If he really meant to fight for the freedom of the Igbos, what is he still doing in Finland? Why can't he come home and face the federal government himself? But I'm pretty sure he's not going to do it because he's a bloody coward. People like that exist, that they want to be putting innocent people in trouble, and yet they will stay far away from the same trouble they are causing. That is Ekman. it's rather unfortunate that we have to get to this point. Okay, I'm going to go to my next story, which is about this unfortunate case about Mmesoma. Okay, now the current report we are hearing is that Mmesoma confirms that she actually forged the results. One more thing, I'm looking at this report that just came in from a newspaper. That will be The Nation, okay? Reporting that Mmesoma's father pleads with Nigerians and Jamb to pardon daughter, okay? I will say, ìgbà yìí làárọ̀ tí arúgbó fẹ́ ṣoge. This is like crying when the head is already off. It's completely too late. Look, I am not going to vilify this girl. No, that is not what I'm going to do. I'm not about that. There's no reason for us to vilify her, okay? Because what she did is not uncommon in Nigeria. The truth must be said. Yes, a lot of Nigerians are striving hard to be honest and to show integrity. But what this lady here, Mmesoma, did is not uncommon in Nigeria. No wonder today we have so many youths of Nigerians going about with empty head, believing lies, believing that Tinubu has fallen in the Aso Rock several times without number. The same person that told you the same news last week, we come back again this week and tell you the same thing. So how many times is Tinubu actually falling? Every day? But guess what? Our Nigerian youth believe this story every day. Why? Because we do not believe in hard working anymore. This girl is not a Dolan. She's brilliant. According to the story, I confirm. She has 249 in her actual result. So, can she strive harder to make 360? Of course, it is possible. Knowing fully well what Nigerians do when they get to Western world, when they get to abroad, how we perform excellently, above and beyond. Of course, any Nigerian can accomplish any of these things. It is not impossible. But what we need to actually stop in Nigeria is the embracement of corruption within families, within homes. We should stop embracing corrupt practices. You see, this particular father is now coming out that telling everybody that he doesn't know that his child is doing this. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a bloody liar. That's another problem. He's just lying. You can't tell me that your child is going through all this process and you don't know about it. And then after they've taken Nigeria for a ride throughout the week, lying up and down, creating division here and there with some fools who turned this particular case to a tribal case, a case that all Nigerians should put our hands and mouth and speak against. Some people are turning it to be tribal. Forgetting that the actual girl who scored #1 in Jamb result for the year 2023 is from the same state, Anambra. Is also an Igbo girl. So how can this be a tribal issue? How can this be a tribal issue if people are actually speaking against this girl who forged the result in order to be able to embrace a girl who worked harder to score 360 in a Jamb result? Tell me, how can that be a tribal issue? But of course, some deluded people will turn anything to tribal. Let us all put mouth in the same spot and speak against this girl. Okay? I personally am not vilifying her because this practice is common in Nigeria. It has to stop. Trust me, a lecturer that is taking bribe, that is trying to sleep with another girl just to be able to give her results, will be speaking against this girl, forgetting that he is doing the same thing in his own university where he is teaching. Corruption has eaten up deep. Corruption has finished Nigeria. We need deliverance for every home, every child to be able to cleanse himself away from this particular bad behavior. It is unfortunate, but then I'm not here for you to be hearing my voice alone, okay? My guests, please jump on it. Let me use this opportunity to welcome Mr. Gomez. You are welcome, Baba.
Thank you.
We'll be expecting you. Alabs, are you still there?
Thank you.
Of course, he's there.
Yes,
J-Boy,
I'm here.
thank you very much. J-Boy, are you there? J-Boy, are you there? If you are there, please pay attention to what we are doing, OJ. We don't want to hear any other discussion. Okay, it's time for me to drop J-Boy. Okay, it's not here with us. Thank you. Oga Gomez. Oga Gomez.
Yes.
We've already talked about IPOB. That one has gone. Now we are discussing Mmesoma and her idea of forging Jamb results. Your opinion, please. Your opinion, please.
Actually, I don't know what to say about that.
Have you been following the issue?
A little bit, not much. But forging the results, it's a common thing in Nigeria anyway.
Okay.
I saw her one time when she was saying, "Oh, she didn't forge the result. She went to the original website where she downloaded everything, and this is what she downloaded and everything." And she was saying she wondered why they said the result was forged and something like that. And according to her, she said she has no reason to forge any result because she said she's been the first student in any school she has been to. She been number one. She's been taking first position, and maybe that's what she has been doing since when she was young. Maybe she learned that from the parents or something. I don't know, but.
So, Mr. Gomez, let me highlight the reason. The reason I understand why she actually forged the Jamb result. I do not think she intends this to go viral. Okay, that wasn't her plan originally. I think there is this motor company in Anambra that announces that the first result in Jamb will be offered a scholarship of 3 million naira.
Okay.
So while that is going on, I think she made an effort to upgrade herself.
Oh.
Okay? She upgraded herself from original score, which is 249, upgrade it to 362. That way she can actually publicize that she made the best result in the country. Okay. Meanwhile, what she did not expect is that there will be a publicizing of the whole arena, affairs. When you're receiving a handshake from this particular motor company and being offered a $3 million naira scholarship. That is how everybody got to know. And that is how Jamb itself, now pay attention. So it's in the video we play originally. When we play the video, the Jamb official was actually analyzing this particular area that he got to know this from the publicity. And then he verified that the result was actually fake. Okay. If we look at the two results we are putting side by side on the screen, okay, you see a sharp contrast in how the result looks. Okay. The result on the right side of your screen, on your right side on the screen, that is the authentic result. That is how the Jamb result usually look. But the one on the left side will be the fake one that Mmesoma actually presented. Unfortunately for her, when the barcode on that result was scanned, a different name came out. not even her name. The name on that barcode is somebody's name entirely, and that person scores 138 according to what I had. So meaning they find a way to cook these particular results. Only they forget to put Maggi and salt when they were cooking it. Okay. Because if they have actually, there's no shortcut to it anyway. There's no way you can do it right, because once the barcode is scanned, the whole secret will be revealed. Okay, so I believe that that her original intention is to deceive people in the locality, not to deceive the whole Nigeria. Okay, so her attempt to deceive the locality now turned out to go viral, and so everybody is now aware of it, until the point that Jamb has to verify the results and find out that the result was actually forged. Okay, so that was how he got in trouble. So yes, he got in trouble here. Why are they continuing lying? They should have come out and actually tell everybody that no, this is what we did. Okay, because one thing I understand is that an average Nigerian understands that this is common in Nigeria now. This is common in Nigeria. We are trying to eradicate it. But don't lie when you are being caught, especially when you are being caught red-handed.
Go easy. When you have said something, it's not easy to just withdraw, just like that.
I understand you. Go easy. Okay, go easy now. If she's not careful, she's going to add prison time to it. Do you see what I'm saying? If she's not careful now, at this moment in time, she will add prison time to it. Because now the House of Rep is trying to investigate. Jamb is investigating. They're asking DSS to investigate. They ask, how many of this body you think is going to investigate before they land this girl in prison? Because at the end of the day now, the report is out that she's not 16 years old. She's actually 19 years old, making her an adult, fully grown to go to prison and not get one. Is that what we want for this girl? No, nobody wants that for her. So, and the only reason why we are here talking about Mmesoma possibility of going to prison is because Mmesoma and her father continue to lie and lie and lie to Nigerians.
I know.
Because the lie they've been telling all week is now dividing the country. Because now some the Igbo group think they are being cheated. That Mmesoma is actually telling the truth, blah, 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 and all this going back and forth. I even saw some content that some people in abroad are willing to sponsor her to go to the best university in abroad. Let me warn Mmesoma and her father. If anybody is telling you guys that you are going to abroad to school, that person is the fake of the fakest. Because trust me, they are only out there to promote their own name, not yours. They don't care about you guys. Because look at the scenario very well. I will paint it to you in a clear picture. If there is anybody that is promising you that you will go to the best university around the world, let me know that university, please. That will not actually verify you all the way to what happened now. Please give me the name of that top university in the world that will not vet you all the way to the bottom of what just happened now, and they won't see it. All they have to do is type Mmesoma on the Google, and everything will come out. So tell me how you want to enter that university, that #1 university in the world. Oxford University, Harvard. Where is that university that you are going to go? Let alone, before you go to any other university around the world, you have to pass through embassy in Nigeria to get visa. Tell me which embassy in Nigeria is going to give you visa right now at this time, at this point in time we are talking. Tell me which embassy. Or are they going to smuggle you through Cotonou? Where are you going? So let me tell you clearly, Mmesoma and father. See, Mmesoma Tiba already. She's already in a hot soup. How can she clean herself? She can actually do right by herself by correcting these mistakes, by actually waiting her 3-year terms that she was being banned. If the Jamb bans her for 3 years, She waits patiently. Why waiting? She needs to offer good community service in Nigeria. Be an activist and make sure you speak against behavior like this. Make your name known to be speaking against behavior like this. Confess first. Make yourself pure. And believe it or not, we are all going to accept you in Nigeria. Yes, Mmesoma can still be a great person in Nigeria. She can still turn this around and become the best of the best in Nigeria. But if you want to go about it in the back door, listening to people who say they will give you admission in university abroad, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see. Keep jumping. I'm following you just to see where you're going to end up. I want to know that university, Harvard or Oxford, that will not check or vet your results and find out that you have all these skeleton in your cupboard. Let me know which embassy is going to give you visa to go and school abroad without finding all these skeletons in your cupboard.
You said this would be the 22nd.
Anyway, J-Boy. J-Boy, I'm giving you one more chance, Ojere. J-Boy, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alabs.
I'm here.
Please, I'm bringing you onto the case. Share your view, please.
I'm here. To me, yeah, okay. To me, everybody is just saying, I don't know. Even you're saying maybe the girl should not be vilified. Or to me, she has to be punished. That's it. She has to be punished because the girl has caused. She has caused a lot of things. Only if you know. If you go online throughout this week, if you see like different comments, a lot of comments, a lot of insult, a lot of like fight. It was more or less like an injury that is like getting healed and something just like pour in it again and the injury went back. That was how everything was online this week. It was like back to the journey of during election where everything was hot. That was what happened. A lot of things were happening online that a lot of people were saying, oh, it was the Yoruba people. They collected the result from her and gave it to one of their Yoruba people. Some people say, oh, it was the rich people. They bought the result from Jamb for their kids. They were just saying different things, all causes, insults. And most of these people, when you type on their profile, you look at them, most of them are Igbos. You see on their pages, you see Biafra TV, Biafra this, Biafra IPOB this. So, to me, those people want the truth because most of them were saying that they can't trust INEC, Jamb, that Jamb and INEC are more or less like the same thing. Okay, now the truth is out. The girl confesses herself. So to me, I'll prefer the judgment, the punishment should be given to her so to serve as a lesson to other people. And even to my own surprise, even this morning, when everything was said that the girl confessed everything, that it was all lie and fake, some people were even saying and commenting that they needed to do another investigation, that it looks like the girl were a bit threatened and the father just to say something. And that was the reason why they were confessed. I said, are you kidding me? Who are these people? That shows the level of what she did in the society. So why will you just allow her just to go scot-free? Because everybody was saying, oh, she's an innocent girl. She looks innocent. The background is like they were poor because it seems the father is like Okada rider, and they were just using that to judge. Are you kidding me? A 7-year-old boy smokes Indian hemp in Nigeria. Do different kind of things. So anybody can do anything. Don't trust trust nobody, trust just yourself. Even sometimes to trust your kids, you have to like go extra miles. Not to talk of somebody that you just see online because she has a calm face. She was even saying, "Oh, I'm being depressed. Oh, yeah, I can't forge the result." She was just saying different things and just seeking for public sympathy, and she got it. And it was so crazy, especially online. Even there, as yesterday that I went there, I was just like reading comments, and the insults were just too much. Even if you try to like tell them the truth, they will insult you, curse you, your generation, and the most of it, when you look at them, they call themselves Christians. And is that what Christianity has turned to? That we should just like celebrate fraud, celebrate forgery? Are you kidding me? Okay, now you said the country is not good. The country is this, the country is that. Like you said the other time that most of our lecturers, that most of our youth are doing the same thing. Okay, are we saying because we knew some people are doing the same thing and this one now is being caught and brought to public, we should just let her go because some people are doing it? Then what is the country turning to? Like they will say, some adage will say, gbogbo wa ni bàáwò ẹni tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ bá lolè, something like that. Okay, accepted. Some people are doing it. But this one brought herself online. Because to what I was like, I don't know if it is true, but to what I was like, I understand is that she was just trying to use it in the midst of her friends, just to brag. And that was the reason why she went ahead and just go ahead and add some marks so that she could show her friends. It was just in the school. To me, I would even say our school should be investigated. A lot of things is going on in that school, within the friends, within our colleagues, and things like they even said she has a boyfriend and the boyfriend was among them. So this thing is like more than what we thought. And everything has to be investigated so that the truth will be out there. And those idiots that are just cursing people, insulting people up and down, so that they will be put in their places and nothing more to be said about this issue. We should all put our mouths together and condemn this. This is not good. We don't want this. Even if some people are doing it, where anybody that is being caught should be punished. We don't have to say, oh, because it has been done here, it has been done there. Oh, because now we now saw this one. Oh, let's turn our eyes as if it didn't happen. No. Then the country will be going into trouble every time. These are leaders of tomorrow. She has to be punished. I don't care whatever punishment, but she has to be punished. Even the father, because the father adds salt to this injury by coming online maybe 2 days ago and seeking sympathy online and saying, oh, the daughter is depressed, the daughter is going through this, the INEC is at fault, they are trying to like do this to them because they have no money. So the father too has to share part of the consequence, not the girl alone, and everybody that knows about it. So they should go to her school and make some findings. I don't have any sympathy for her. She has to be punished. She has an innocent face, yes, but I guess within her, she has some bad intentions. Because look at her, so innocent, and she can go ahead and forge on her phone. No, I won't accept that. To me, I don't have any sympathy for her. Whatever length they want to take her, let her go face her consequence. And anybody who is like fighting or shouting online, let them keep shouting. Let them keep shouting. That's their own business. At the end of the day, they will come and say, oh, the country is bad, the country is going down, the country is not good. How will it be good? When everybody in that country, nobody should be put aside. Everybody is a fraud. It is when it gets to you that you want to prove innocent. Everybody is a fraud. Everybody. Nobody is innocent. With this bad attitude, I can see them doing online, covering up this rubbish. Everybody.
Thank you. Mayor Lagos. Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez, are you there? J-boy, no, call you J-boy to para. J-boy. The network, no, this is all network issue. Mr. Gomez, you are welcome.
Gbogbo akọni bàrà o, Èkìtì bàrà o.
I'm with you, Salabliu.
Ṣàlàyé ara yìí. Kí ló dé sọ pé gbogbo akọni bàrà o? Gomez. Kí ló dé ní gbogbo akọni bàrà o?
I am with you, Salabliu.
Okay, I'm coming back to you, Mayor. Gomez. Why did you say we are not?
Mi ò ní nǹkan kan sọ, mo kàn ń dá general speaker lóhùn ni pé gbogbo akọni bàrà o.
Hello.
Mayor, I can hear you. Please, can you hold on? I can hear you. Can you hold on, Mayor, please? I think from what he's trying to say anyway, I can understand that corruption is almost everywhere now in Nigeria. You know, it is the level of corruption that is different. Okay, why some people are stealing billions, that does not exonerate people who are stealing 1 naira not to be corrupt. Okay, unfortunately, we all have this attitude to get things freely without actually accounting for it. And that is exactly why we are having kids who are having this kind of mentality. And that is what we need to change. Unfortunately,
no problem.
There shouldn't be any human being that is supporting this kind of behavior, let alone trying to insinuate that you will sponsor a girl who has already run into this kind of hot soup. You will sponsor her to the best school in the world. Nonsensical, I really wish she turned down that kind of trash talk, because most of these fools who talk like this, they haven't even helped themselves. Not everybody in abroad is making it, trust me, but they know how to type on the social media. People can type whatever on the social media. Okay, that doesn't mean that they are actually making it in abroad. Okay, not everybody here is actually making anything, but they easily go online on their phone and type whatever you want to hear and deceive you that as if they have something in their pocket. Trust me, if they promise you that you are going to go to the best school in the world with all these baggages that you are carrying, you are deceiving yourself, because you are going nowhere. The only way you can actually resolve this issue and clean yourself up is the same place where you caused the trouble. That is Nigeria. Okay, for the next year to come, Mmesoma has to do a lot in order to cleanse herself from this trouble, or else this particular mess is going to be following her anywhere she goes to. Anywhere she goes to. But is this the end of her? No, that is not the end of her. She's just 19, if that is her true age. And that means she has a long way to go. And that means she has a long time to fix this permanently, so that Nigeria will forget it. We can forget it. And she can be a very reputable person again. She can be a promoter of good conscience and good practices again in Nigeria. But whatever she does now, right from this moment, is going to tell us what is going to happen in the future. That is all I can say. But before we go further, let me direct everybody's attention to the actual winner of the prize. Okay, the prize Mmesoma is trying to steal. Okay, this beautiful lady here, okay, or girl, this beautiful girl here, Ume Oketinyere Precious. Isn't she precious? She's the girl that actually scored 360 aggregate in Jamb result for the year 2022 and 2023. That is the girl Mmesoma is trying to steal her fame. Okay? Okay? I want to direct everybody's attention to this lady here. This is who we should be celebrating. This is who we should be honoring. If you think you have money out there that you want to help people, please stop talking about helping a girl that cheated. Okay? This is the girl you should be talking about. And if you want to turn this to a tribal issue, pause a little bit. Take a caution. Because this particular girl here, Ume Uketinyere Precious, is also from Anambra State. The same girl, the same place where Mmesoma came from. Okay? She's also from the southeast of Nigeria. She's also an Igbo girl. So please, stop celebrating fraud. Stop promoting fraud. Please, put your hands together for a girl like this. Put your support together for Precious. Jamb released about 10 names. Okay? I will find the other names and let you know before the end of next week. About 10 names that Jamb released of kids that actually performed very well in the Jamb result of 2022 and 2023 session. Ume Uketinyere Precious is number 1 in Nigeria. She should be getting all the scholarship out there. She should be getting all the scholarship out there. She should be getting all the news right now. We should be talking about her. And this is unfortunate thing about Nigeria. We failed our excellence a lot of times. We usually fail our excellence a lot of times. And that is why most excellent people in Nigeria always move to abroad and help America and help England and help other countries outside there. Because we often at times fail them. Right now, as some fools are chewing in their mouth that they want to help Mmesoma and sponsor Mmesoma to the best school in the world. What are they doing? They are disappointing again. Another brilliance. We are failing again. Another brilliance that everybody is supposed to be supporting. So please, let's do the right thing by ourselves, by our kids, especially those who are performing very well. Let's encourage excellence. Let's encourage integrity. Let's encourage honesty. Nigeria is among the nations that practices religion most, especially Christianity. I don't want to go further in details with that. But all I'm saying is that if we practice religion so much, please don't let anybody find you where corruption is being promoted. Let us put our hands together for integrity, support honesty, support Ume Uketinyere, Precious, and others that are performing excellently in Nigeria schools. It is an unfortunate situation that we'll be here today discussing that some people are trying to embrace corruption. It's rather unfortunate. And yet we blame every government. We will blame every government for being corrupt. Anyway, the last part of today, which I want to talk about briefly, we are not going to spend too much time on it, unfortunately, is about Baba Jagaba. Okay. So far, his government in Nigeria have been running more or less smoothly. Okay. We are not going to complain any much because we haven't seen a particular error up till now that is outrageous. I'm not saying it's perfect, but no particular error that is outrageous. But now, over the week, there has been a noise all over the place about Tinubu's ministerial list. Why is he not producing a list yet? To start us off, Gomez.
Yeah.
And you need support at Tinubu. Why is he Jagaba if you release the ministerial list? You know that? Is he
You
trying
know,
to
just
do?
you just have to cool down. The man
Is,
is looking for the right people. Yeah, it's give him time to do his research. So, he wants the right people to be, to be nominated. So
eh,
just
so
relax. Yeah. So
so
don't be that.
in your own perspective, you think looking for the best is so hard in Nigeria?
But now, it's not that it's hard, but some of these people, you don't want to judge them by their appearance. You really want to go into, you know, you want to do this research to know the genuine people, not just those ones that look like real but they're fake. That's why.
Uh, but
That's just my opinion.
hear this out. If you listen to Alake recently, Alake is one of the people that actually said that Tinubu has prepared for this job. That he has had ample time to prepare for this job. Like over 2 years ago, he's been preparing. So if he has so much preparation, why are we still waiting for his ministerial list?
But you said it. You said we should not be in a rush. Let's just give him time. The guy he knows what he's doing. Let's just give him time. You said it. You said we should not be in a rush. Let's just give him time.
Okay.
Give him time.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay. And I'm not rushing. Okay. I'm not living in Russia. So this is the thing.
That's right.
He has 60 days to actually formalize the whole process. So I don't think it's too late. When it comes to the protocol, he hasn't taken too much time. Why am I impatient? I'm thinking that at this point in time, at least he should have given us at least 5. He's not trying to release the list at the same time anyway. So why not at least release 5 of them or 10? Let's know how many of them are actually available out there to work with you, so that the Senate can actually start formalizing and working on it in order to approve them. So go ahead.
Just exercise patience. That's all I have to say. It's coming on.
Okay, Oga Patience, mo gbọ́ yín. Alab, are you there?
Just exercise patience. That's all I have to say. It's coming on.
I'm here. Okay, I understand that it's maybe like maybe he's having some troubles getting some people that he wanted to, but I think it's getting late because he has a lot of like ample of times after the election, during the transition, and up to now. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe he's trying to like do some of those things that is crucial to him before he got those cabinets. Because if he gets those cabinets, what he was supposed to do, maybe what he would just like call on his workers and just put pen on the paper, pam 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 pam, and he's done. He has to go through a lot of process now before he's been done. Go through the cabinet and things like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just like saying my own opinion. Maybe he's trying to do some of those things before he gets those cabinets. Make sure everything is like half done or maybe almost done before those cabinets are in, so that they won't be able to like question him or maybe to like turn some of the things down, and they will just have to go with it because it's almost done and it's all and it is out there that people already know about it. I'm just thinking because if you look at Baba Jangbajantis, he's like a very intelligent man. So he has his reasons. I knew that every step he's taking has a particular reason for him taking those steps. It's my so he has his reasons. I knew that every step is, but to that man, he knows everything he's doing. Everything he's doing has a particular reason. And I know those reasons are very important. But we might not understand. But he knows what he's doing. He knows better. So has a particular reason. And I know those reasons are very important. But we might not understand. But any appointment he's making now, he has to be very careful. Because it's either the appointment makes or break his administration. So he has to like take his time, take his whole time to pick the best and the best so that whatever he has in mind for this country can be accomplished with ease. That's what I thought.
Thank you very much. I think we have interference from one of our guests, and it took a while before I discovered that it's coming from Gomez. Thank you very much for that input. Actually, I don't think we should rush. But is it fair to raise questions? Yes, definitely. Over the week, Tinubu's spokesperson actually came out. That is Alake as usual. Actually came out and said that Tinubu will release the list as soon as he is ready. Okay? Yes, that's what was said over the week. As soon as he is ready, he will release the list. Okay, we are waiting. I know it will be. It's a very big task to actually figure out who and who in Nigeria, because it's not easy. Out of all the corruption we've ever experienced in the past, if Tinubu is going to get it right, he needs to get it right. And if it's going to take the whole 60 days for him to get it right, I don't really mind. Okay, as long as he gets it right. Okay, that's the most important part of it. But one thing is clear. I want him to sort out the best. Okay, if the best is a Nigerian that is living in Nigeria, fine. If the best is a Nigerian that is living abroad, fine. I don't care what part of the world that best person for each ministry is. He needs to find that person. Okay, I believe there are Nigerians that have integrity around the world, that have accomplished things in different expertise around the world. So if you are going to appoint Minister of Agriculture, please make sure you appoint a person who is capable. Do not give us a carpenter as a Minister of Agriculture. We don't want a welder as a Minister of Finance. Commerce and Industry, please. We don't want somebody who is Odiapomu. We don't want Odiapomu to come and be our ministry, come and work in our Ministry of Commerce. Okay? Make sure whoever you are appointing has the capable experience for each of the individual departments. Okay? Gone are the days. We want it to be far, far, far behind us. Those days when you go and appoint somebody because of a connection that has no relevance to that particular department, because that is how Nigerian fall. When the minister sits on the seat that he doesn't understand, then the next thing for him to do is start stealing money. Okay? Trust me, if you understand a ministry very well, you will enjoy doing your work. If you have the knowledge of what it goes on in your ministry, you will enjoy doing the work, and people will see the result of your efforts. Okay? So all I'm saying is that, well, if he's going to take his time, let him take his time. I just wish at the end of the day, when he come out with the results, this is not going to be a situation whereby we will see another list of Jegudu Geras. Okay? People who are willing to suck Nigerian dry. There are a lot of vampires out there who are willing to suck Nigerian dry. We don't want people like that in any ministry. Enough is enough. And Tinubu should remember that one of the things that is following him around is a label of corruption. Okay? Even though there is no tangible evidence out there that Tinubu is corrupt. I will say it again. There's no tangible evidence out there that Tinubu is corrupt. When I say evidence, I mean concrete evidence in which somebody can be probed upon. That has not surfaced yet, though. And we are here not a conspiracy theorist, so we are not going to promote here on this program. Okay? Until you have a concrete evidence to which we are going to probe Tinubu about, please stop talking about Tinubu is corrupt. Okay? So, if this news about him is all over the place that Tinubu is corrupt, I think the best thing he can do for himself is to actually appoint people with integrity. Okay? And I say again, there are Nigerians around the world with integrity. Okay? Surprise us by picking a common man. a common man. I see them every day. Okay? I see them every day. School teachers, principals, who can actually manage the Ministry of Education very well than anybody in the past. Doesn't have to be somebody with name. We don't really care about that right now. As long as it's someone who knows the know-how, the technical know-how of that particular ministry. That's all we care about. Because for all I want is Nigerian to be better. I will use this opportunity to thank everybody. I will use this opportunity to thank all our guests. Miss Adebimpe Olaoye, I can see your messages. And I'll be relating it all along as we go. Miss Oluwaseun Bolaji, I can see all your messages. Miss Alabs, all your messages are also acknowledged. Miss Dupsy Richie, I see all your messages. Okay? I'm going through it by one. I know there are so many people that actually make comments. Okay? Some comments I cannot show because it's just a emoji. We don't have a way to screen emoji on our public screen. And Miss Bukola Helen Ajayi, I see your messages. You are welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. Okay? And if I miss your name, please don't be annoyed. Okay? There are so many names on the list. And for our guests that are here today, Mr. Gomez, thank you for coming. Mr. Gomez, are you there? And for our guests that are here today, Mr. Gomez, thank you for coming. Mr. Gomez, are you there? Okay, it seems like Mr. Gomez is not there, but thank you very much for coming. Thank you for showing your face today. And I hope I will see you next week, where we will have another big topic to discuss. Mr. Labs, thank you so much for being part of the program today. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it, and I enjoyed today's episode.
Thank you very much for all your inputs. I hope somebody is listening out there that will fix all the problems that we have talked about today. Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for your participation today.
You are very much welcome, sir.
And like I said, I sent you a message earlier. I hope we start seeing you on our TikTok daily, on a J-Boy forum. Okay?
In fact, I know I'm missing a lot, but I'm working towards it.
It's really bubbling daily, okay? It's really bubbling daily. I pray that God will help you in all your endeavors so that your arms will be strong and strong and strong, okay? I want everybody to continue to forge ahead and be strong, okay? Yes. I know it's not easy. Nigeria is a tough place, okay? It's not easy. It's like we are in the middle of a war, you know? Having to go around and sort out for livelihood is not an easy thing in Nigeria. So I pray that God continue to uplift all your hands and make you strong, okay? And keep hanging in there. It's going to get better, okay? Nigeria may not have a promising hope for everybody now, but one way or the other, one nínú òfin ọ̀la òní ọmọ pàdọ̀rọ̀ ló gbóyún ọ̀rẹ̀kẹ́, okay? Mi ò pọ̀fọ̀ òwe Yorùbá ni o, that is, no matter how tough it is, one way or the other, God knows how to bless his own, okay? So I am praying for that to be upon everybody, okay? Thank
you very much.
So the truth of the matter is, as far as bad as Nigeria is right now, Nigeria has so many opportunities. My prayer is that opportunity is not going to miss any one of us. Okay, so thank you very much for being in this program. Thank you for being here today. For all our followers, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and do everything clickable on Opiton TV. Please Continue to follow and subscribe to Opitan TV. We are here for you. We are one community. What we are trying to build here is like a community of people that show love to one another, a community of people that have voice to be able to call out the oppression of the powerful people among the society, a community of people that have the voice to be able to speak loud to the power, and a community of people that always hold each other by the hand as we walk ahead to glory. Okay? We don't want anybody left behind. This is a community. Let it be strong. Let it be one body. Okay? I love you, all my followers. I love you, all my listeners. I love everybody that is joining Opitan TV. May your love spread all over, and let Nigeria be one Nigeria. God bless Nigeria, Ojiri, and God bless the United States of America. God bless you all, Ojiri. Till we meet again on next Saturday in the state of affairs. Thank you very much, Ojiri.